Good morning, students. I hope you all are good at home. So, in the previous video session, we have revised the 5 question answers of lesson number 1. So, today we are going to revise next 2 questions of short questions. So, let's get started, bache. So, our first question is, what do you mean by feedback and what is the different kinds of feedback? Explain. Firstly, you have to tell the definition of feedback and the different kinds of feedback, and we have to explain as well. So basically, what is the meaning of feedback? It is the process, bache. Suppose when you are conveying any message to the receiver, when the receiver gives the feedback result, yeah, information, you can say, when receiver gives back you the result, then it is called feedback. So feedback is the final component in the communication cycle. It is the last component of communication cycle, and it is a integral part of communication that it allows the sender of a message to judge how effective it has been. And when the receiver of a communication send a response, yeah, you can say, or reply to the message, it is called feedback. When the receiver send back the message to the sender, then it is called feedback. And feedback indicates successful transmission of the message. It is the process by which the receiver's reaction to the message is transmitted to the sender. And bache, your feedback can be negative and or positive. It can be negative or positive. कि अगर आपको सेंडर की बात सही लग रही है, सो आप फीडबैक जो है आपकी नेगेटिव भी हो सकती है और पॉजिटिव भी हो सकती है. So now we will discuss the different kinds of feedback. One is formal and second is informal feedback. What is the difference between formal and informal? So formal feedback is the planned process of giving. It is the planned process. Suppose I am doing job in school. So my performance, how kind of my performance is. So whole year, what this think about me, ki this is the systematic measure that what and how well the person's performance is throughout the year. कि whole year how persons perform, कि उसकी performance कैसी है person की. So वो feedback है. ये planned process होता है कि जब session का end हुआ तो हम उसको judge करते हैं कि इस teacher ने अच्छा teach किया कि नहीं किया. So this is the planned process. और next one is your informal feedback. Bache, your informal feedback, it is the day-to-day routine feedback when managers, yeah, when you can say your boss meet their subordinate almost daily. When your boss meet with your daily na, so it definitely it will give you the comments ki you are doing good or not. So that type of feedback is called informal feedback, but it will based upon the daily basis. Your informal feedback is based upon the daily basis, and formal feedback is the planned process. Next is a specific and non-specific feedback. So specific feedback provides detailed or specific information on what the employee did well or poorly. Specific means detailed information होती है कि either your employee is doing good or not. Or non-specific, you can say, when we use like if I say you bache कि good job bache, keep it up, very good, well done, you are doing good. So these kind of things are called non-specific feedback. Clear? Next is descriptive and non-descriptive feedback. So descriptive feedback is the written feedback, you can say. When you give the feedback in the written form, then it is called descriptive feedback. And non-descriptive feedback is a conversation or questioning to cause the recipient to think about and develop opinions or what to do and how to do. Non-descriptive में क्या बचे, आपको अब पर्सन को बोलना पड़ता है कि आप उसकी डेवलपमेंट के लिए सोचिए, मतलब थिंक करिए उसको कैसे काम करना और कैसे नहीं करना. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड. सो दीज ऑल आर द काइंड्स ऑफ डिफरेंट फीडबैक्स. So next question is, what do you mean by effective communication and what are the barrier to communication? Explain. What do you mean by effective? Effective communication क्या चीज़ है? What are the barrier to effective communication? Barrier क्या, कौन कौन सी रुकावटें हैं effective communication के अंदर? So we will discuss. So firstly, effective communication is one of the most valuable skills you can possess. सो बच्चे इफ़ेक्टिव, ये हर किसी के पास नहीं होता इफ़ेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन. सो एक बहुत मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल स्किल है ये पर्सन के अंदर. सो हाईली सक्सेसफुल मैनेजर्स रिलाई ऑन देयर communication skills to clear strategies, decision to their staff, motivate them to achieve common goals and resolve workplace issues. So what your boss do bache, usually he try to improve the relation with the employees, with their staff, and motivate all the time and try to solve all the workplace issues. So effective communication is, if the person has the skills, he or she can try to improve the relation with their colleagues, their staff members, their, so this is called a effective communication. So we will discuss barriers to effective communication, which कौन सी रुकावटें आ सकती है effective communication में. तो first barrier is linguistic barrier. Linguistic means language barrier. बच्चे, suppose I am a Hindu, then someone is belong to the different country, like you can say French or Spanish, or you can say Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil. So we won't be able to understand these kind of languages because we are a Punjabi or we are a Hindu. So we don't know how to speak Tamil and how to speak Marathi, Gujarati and all. Sometimes somebody don't comfortable with the English as well. So linguistic barrier is the main barrier. So the language barrier is one of the main barrier that limits effective communication. So language is the most commonly employed tool of communication. बच्चे, अगर हमें किसी की लैंग्वेज ही नहीं समझ आएगी तो हम कम्युनिकेशन कैसे करेंगे. So this is the main barrier. Next is psychological barrier. Psychological means जिनको, ये देखिए, जिनको मेंटल लेवल पे जो हम बोल सकते हैं रुकावट आती है, मेंटल लेवल पे जो नहीं समझ पाता. So there are various mental and psychological issues that may be barrier to effective communication. Some people have stage fear, speech disorders, phobia. Suppose बच्चे, मेरे को हाइट से फोबिया है, डर लगता है मेरे को, मैं वो काम नहीं कर सकती या मैं अंडर वाटर नहीं जा सकती. सो दिस इज़ अ फोबिया. सो मेंटल ये जो हमारा लेवल क्या है, डाउन हो जाता है. सो दिस इज़ अ साइकोलॉजिकल बैरियर. Emotional barrier. The emotional IQ of the concerned person determines the ease and the comfort with which they can communicate. A person who is emotionally mature will be able to communicate effectively. But on the other hand, people who let their emotions take over will face certain difficulty. बच्चे, जो इमोशनल ज़्यादा होता है ना, उनको डेफिनेटली प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करनी पड़ती हैं, इमोशनली ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द barrier. Next is physical barrier. Communication is a two-way process and distance between the sender and the receiver of the message is an important barrier to communication. Because someone is sitting very far from me, so sender is sitting in some another place and the receiver is sitting some another place. So that time also it can be barrier to effective communication. So next is the cultural barrier. Due to globalization, companies may have people from several parts of the world. बच्चे, like in Gurgaon, various companies are there. So वहाँ से कोई ये है कि एक प्लेस से जो persons होते हैं, employees वहाँ होते हैं, no, they belong to the different culture. So that time also we can face barrier. Effective communication जो हम face कर सकते हैं that time also. Attitude barrier. Certain people like to be left alone. They are the introverts or that people who are just not very social. Others like to be social. Both our cases could become a barrier to communication. Some people have attitude issue like ego and inconsiderate behaviors. बच्चे, that time also बच्चे, it is called attitude barrier, who have the ego. So बच्चे, these two questions you please revise at home. So goodbye बच्चे.